Okay, my babies. So the area has already been cleansed. We are going to do something a little bit different today. I am going to be using the Ancestral, what is it called? The Ancestral Path Tarot. But today I want to use the Zodiac 108 Intuit Oracle to clarify. These give a lot of detail. So the first reading, I'm going to be sparing with the cards and let these do the most talking. And let's see how that works, okay? So what is the first message for today? What is the first message? Oh, okay, no, it didn't come out. It just popped out, but it's right back in. Let's see, what's the message for today? Just remember, guys, any decks I use will be in the description box below. The names, the full names. What is the message for today's collective? Okay, we start off with the Princess of Swords. Okay. What is the message for today? We get the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Swords, with the overall energy being the Queen of Sacred Circles. And beneath the Queen of Sacred Circles, I got the High Priestess, the Princess of Staves, Princess of Cups. It's a lot of feminine energy. What I want to remind you guys of, I'm going to be saying this a lot more often because this is a realization that has been coming to me little by little, but it just keeps growing. I'm getting more certain as time passes that whatever source, whatever we call God, whether we call it source, whether we call it the universe, whether we call it God, whatever we call it, as more time passes, I'm more and more convinced that God is female. And I have to say that because that really stood out in yesterday's collectives. I just wasn't really paying attention to it until later. And then there's another collective where I talked about how the Divine Feminine sent down her twin flame and it was a masculine, but yeah, it's just, anyways, we'll get into that later. But I wanted to touch on that because I feel like that's one of the reasons we keep getting a lot of feminine energy being the focal point. I'm sure it contributes the fact that more than 90% of my viewers are feminine, but still, I just think that's I want you to just start meditating on that, on the potential that God could be a female, a feminine energy, okay? So let's get started. So we have a Queen of Sacred Circles. She is in the process of healing something. Let's see. Let's use the clarifiers because this is really, it's a lot of people came out, so I don't know what's going on. Tell me about the Queen of Sacred Circles. Tell me about the Queen of Sacred Circles. So we start off with unlikely at this time. The situation or outcome is unlikely to occur. No. The answer is no. Okay, one more for the Queen of Sacred Circles. And Olive Branch, but this one came out reversed, but we're going to read them. Olive Branch, truce, surrender, giving in, come to terms, suspend, lull, de-escalate, make amends, peace offering, winding down, halt, reprieve, ceasefire, treaty, agree to Hey, the fact that we literally have the words ceasefire here. I am very passionate about the Free Palestine movement. And I'm going to say that this may be what it's addressing. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Map. Exploration, find your way, locate, unknown destination, new territory, lay of the land, plan, prepare, chart a course, read the signs, figure it out, directions, and new perspective. With a gamble. Okay. So we're going to read this like we're reading global events, okay? Because I'm just going to go with my intuition. So the Queen of Sacred Circles could represent Palestine in this scenario. I do want to read, hold on, let's read what it says about Palestine. I'm sorry, not about Palestine itself, but the card, the Queen of Sacred Circles. What does it represent? Because you know how they word them differently over here. Okay, so the Queen of Sacred Circle. No, it's the Queen of Staves. Hold on. I have the wrong queen. Here we go. Okay, she represents Grandmother Moon, the wisdom of the feminine, maternal principle, the wisdom of the grandmothers, elders, or ancestors, nurturance, being cared for, the release of one's burdens to a willing recipient, unconditional love and acceptance. The bounty of the earth is available for the taking. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I hope I don't start crying. This is Okay. Okay. The bounty of the earth. What did it say? The phrase it had was, the bounty of the earth is available for the taking. And I want to highlight that because we're literally talking about land being explored, the lay of the land being explored. People trying to, I really feel like this is referring to Israel. It's trying to use, they are trying to use this genocide as a way to claim new territory, new land. So the fact that 2 no's came out and the olive branch came out reversed, there will not be a ceasefire in the near future. At least right now. Because I do want to say, I forgot that the bridge is closed, right? But it could also represent these things here. The first thing it made me think of, and it's why I removed the olive branch, because I remember seeing these, is that there's work, something is being worked on. There is, like it's under construction, let's put it that way. Something is in the works. Spirit is working on it, but it's letting us know right now, this is basically we're watching Palestine be raped for her resources and the lives of her descendants. This is okay. Let's just keep going. I'm honored that this message came out. So let's see, because this still has to do, it still has to do with us on so many different levels. This is not about, oh, I'm not, related to that country in any way, and so it's not my problem. No. Yesterday I was talking about the battle between the divine feminine with the feminines who have internalized misogyny, and the masculines either divine masculine assisting the divine feminine, or toxic masculines assisting the toxic feminine. And the fact that all this feminine energy came out, not only that, we had 2 queens, a princess, and then under here we had the high priestess and 2 more princesses. Whenever this one is Isis, and this one is a healer, and this one is a goddess. So there's a lot at play here, guys. It's not just, there's so much more than just somebody's land being taken. This is about the spirit, the feminine spirit being raped. So let's see. Tell me about the Princess of Swords. Because I know she's a goddess, but let's see. Tell me about the Princess of Swords. We have Sapphire, mental force, spiritual insight, hope and faith, wise judgment, power and strength, kindness, life of the party, extroverted, motivate, precious, valued, holy, divine favor, revered. Tell me about the Princess of Swords. This one came out reversed. Broken heart, heartbreak, interference, sorrow, grief, funk, sadness, mourning, distress, let down, gloomy, hopelessness, regret, crisis, unhappy, hurt, bitter, devastated, emotional pain. But it came out in reverse. So I'm not sure if it's amplifying what we have in the card or if it's rejecting what we have in the card. Let's see. Give me one more for Princess of Swords. Okay, we got 2. Yoga, contemplation, deep breath, centered, go within, steady, balanced, relax, take a break, inner child healing, meditate, time alone, balanced chakras, reflection, wellness, rest. And then roadblock, blocked change, barriers, challenges, time to regroup, stuck, paralyzed, obstacles, stalling, temporary setback. Take a detour, not right now. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Overall energy, summer. Oh. It's also the mother energy. Within 3 to 6 months. Within 3 to 6 months, what? Map. Gamble. There will be a pause. Okay, so I want to take this time to read the energy behind the Princess of Swords, because remember, these cards are a little different. Not that it's a good or bad thing, they just are different. So the Princess of Swords is Amaterasu. She's the sun goddess, the spiritual warrior, victory following an inner conflict of the soul, the quiet aftermath of the initiatory experience, repose after struggle. Okay. No, repose alter struggle, basking in the warmth of the sun, processing the lessons of the sword, realizing its duality as a tool or a weapon. Interesting. I'm definitely getting spiritual warrior vibes, but it's saying victory following an inner conflict of the soul. So what this tells me, I'm going to be really honest. I am not educated enough to tell you how genetically linked Israel and Palestine could be. I really don't know. But I have a feeling this is just something I'm channeling. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And if you correct me, I want to see facts, okay? Because I'm admitting I don't have the facts right now. This is just intuition telling me that victory following an inner conflict with the soul feels like the conflict right now is happening amongst relatives. Like it's the soul because they're all supposed to be one. Or it could be that it's talking about the example of humanity being one and right now being in a state of destructive energy. But I also think it's important to note that it's talking about processing the lessons of the sword, realizing its duality as a tool or a weapon. That could be Israel itself. Because I just posted on my personal account, I posted where the U.S. is basically threatening the person in charge of carrying out, Israel's genocide case. They're threatening that person. You focus on Israel, we'll focus on you. Like, what the hell is that? So they can't carry out justice because the U.S. will go against them? That's insane. I'm embarrassed right now at the U.S. government. I'm embarrassed multiple times, but they really took the cake this time. But I feel, look at this, spiritual insight. I mentioned this before. I even said, I remember a reading I did where I talked about love that was going to shift that nation. And I wasn't sure if it was, I don't remember, it's been a while since I did that reading. I don't know if it's people inside of Israel falling in love and changing the way that they're doing things, or somebody from Israel, somebody from Palestine falling in love, but it's going to create waves. And spiritual insight is here because I think that somebody will receive, especially in this meditative thing, like somebody's going to receive like some sort of divine insight, divine favor. They're going to realize what is divinity's will, because it's something they revere. It's something they respect. It's going to be difficult. I'm going to take this to note that they're going to stop a lot of devastation, but it feels almost like a pause because this is like a block. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So for right now, we do not have a ceasefire, but during the summer months, which is, that starts June, mid-June is the beginning of summer. And then it moves on to July, August, etc. So during the summer, we could be seeing spiritual warriors from either country who are receiving spiritual insight, wise judgment, power, and strength, but they're kind and they're valued. So it's going to be somebody in a high position, but they're going to help restore hope and faith because the heartbreak is turned upside down. And it happens after a lot of time alone, reflection, contemplation is where they get that divine insight. So it will be a blockage. It might not sustain for too long, though, because it does say 1 step forward, 2 steps back. A temporary, yeah, it's going to be there you go. Temporary setback, stalling. So what's that? How does this help us? Let's see. Oh, let's look at the Queen of Swords. Actually, let's read what the Queen of Swords represents before we clarify. What does the Queen of Swords represent? So the Queen of Swords is Izanami. And I need to look that up because I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, I didn't know who the Amaterasu was either. And I don't even know if I'm saying Izanami's name correctly. It's joy in the creative process, pride in one's creation, making something from nothing, letting what you love grow in its own light, vigilance against threats to new or hard-won accomplishments, delight in children or grandchildren, parenting skills, family pride. Okay, I'm going to try really hard not to cry. Let's see. Let's look up Izanami. So that we have a better idea. I know she's a goddess for sure, but I don't know. Oh, she is a Shinto creation god who became the Japanese goddess of death. Wow, her name, Izanami, means the female who invites. Hold on, let me look this up. You know what's crazy? It was talking about reverence, right? Over the blue card, the sapphire card was talking about reverence. And her honorary title is Izanagi no Mikoto, which means Highness Izanami, or the revered Lady Izanami. Oh, this is a page that's not really... She's the goddess of creation and motherhood. She is the wife and twin sister of Izanagi. She is the female creative principle. She's the mother of Amaterasu. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So let's keep that in mind, and now let's clarify. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Kerosene. Aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determined, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile situation, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propel, hot. Clarify Queen of Swords. Ooh. Spring. Should I keep these? Okay, they did fall, right? Let's keep these. Spring. New moon. Oh my God. New moon. Guys, we just had the new moon yesterday. Oh, this is creepy. I don't know why I'm creeped out right now. Okay, well, within a few days. What's going to happen within a few days? Power, strength, forceful, determined, discipline, vigor, domination, push forward, influence, leverage, mastery, resolve, intense, resistance, self-improvement, still, refinement, taste, culture, style, fine-tune, concentrate, develops over time, purify, filter, draw out, infusion, spirits, alcohol, perfume, reduction, cultivation. They've been building something. I'm going to say the Palestinian people, before I look at these, the Palestinian people have been creating something. I'm gonna just say they could be building some sort of military, some sort of, since they're being accused of creating Hamas, they might just take it and run with it. Because remember, this one was saying about looking at the sword as both a weapon and a tool. So when it's used against you, it becomes a weapon. But if you utilize it yourself, it becomes a tool for you. And I really feel like they're going to resist. But it's something that it was distilling. It wasn't ready yet. They're trying to create some sort of illusion. Let's see. Checkered flag, conclusion, outcome, finale, completion, verdict, settled, results, signaling the end, finishing first, achievement, culmination, final chapter, endings, feeling relieved. What? Chocolate, satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, sweet, rich, smooth, splurge, aphrodisiac, the good stuff, fine dining, do things right, celebration, elevated mood, crack shot, competent, superior, precise, expert, sharp tongue, witty, clear cut, dead on, intense, target, showdown, effective, impressive, accurate, skilled, excel, arrogant, first class. Guys, this is making me think of a sniper. So the main person that's been leading this genocide is the Prime Minister of Israel, right? And I can't say his name, Netanyahu, I think. Hold on, I believe it's Benjamin. I could be saying that wrong. Netanyahu. Let's see, Israel Prime Minister. Let me Google it before I sound like a retard. Oh, my bad. That was not a good word to use. Before I sound incompetent, let's put that. Yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu? Whatever. You know what I mean. I think he's going to get killed. This is the goddess of death, y'all. She might have been the goddess of creation, but she's also the goddess of death. And what did it say she does when we're described in the actual book? It says, vigilance against threats, delight in children, grandchildren, and family, parents. So she's being protective. I know this is wild because I'm making a prediction that the whole world is watching, and I could be totally wrong, but I just have to tell you what I'm getting, and only time will tell if I'm wrong. But something big is going to happen within a few days. And I don't think that the Prime Minister is going to survive. That may be what brings a reprieve from spring to summer. Oh, this is getting juicy, y'all. Okay, let's look at the Seven of Cups, because again, this deck is different. I know the Seven of Cups for other decks means multiple choices, illusions. This one means visions, omens, innate intuitions that rip the illusionary veil of everyday reality, or a determination to discover what lies behind the obvious, to confront the meaning and purpose of one's existence. Remember we were talking about optical illusion? I think that they're going to do something to remove I thought they were trying to create an optical illusion, but after reading that one, I think that they're going to do something to remove the veil of what's actually happening. Tell me Seven of Cups. Let's see. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, we've got airplane, travel, long distance, speed, overcome, rise up, freedom, no boundaries, breaking free, in control, things work out, taking off, leave it behind, internal guidance systems. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Ballet shoes, stamina, endurance, talent, repetition, effort required, on your toes, honing a skill, laser focus, poise, and grace, tread lightly, balancing act, pursuit of arts, expertise. Book burning, censorship, silencing, control, discord, canceled, persecute, suffocate, destroyed heritage. Oh my God. Destroyed heritage, limiting freedom, constraint, rewrite history, mind games, changing the narrative. Guys, Oh my God. Library, knowledge, learning, history, information, research, books, pastime, archives, hidden, documents, search, secret. Ooh, looking beneath the surface. Author, reading, and writing with tools. And person of earth. And who do you have in the center? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Interesting. So somebody, now this card is Capricorn, right? And this card is Capricorn. So there might be somebody who is a Capricorn or who has heavy Capricorn influence in their chart. They might be providing resources, not only money, because here it talks about, somebody who could be a manager, business owner, banking, CEO. They're going to be providing resources to Palestine. But not only that, look, organization, help, task at hand, equipment, get shit done, masculinity. This is a divine masculine who is possibly bringing out some sort of document or archives that's going to help change the way people are viewing the current situation to the point where it's going to change everything. It's going to, I know this card is negative because it's talking about people who are trying to rewrite history in a negative way. Like they're trying to hide all the destruction they've caused. But the fact that we've got the Seven of Cups, they're building an optical illusion, but somebody divinely led, a spiritual warrior, somebody who's in tune with divinity, is about to destroy that illusion they're creating. Now, I want to point out, just based off of tarot itself, we do have 6 swords. We have the 4 and the 5, and then the princess makes the 6. So the 4, it will heal some things. That's why it says 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It will heal some things. With the 5 of swords, it's going to have some people very, very upset. Brutally upset. But 6 swords, we will eventually move. They will, because it doesn't, I'm not there. But for the Palestinians, it will eventually help them move on from this. Let's see. Let's read the 4 of swords. 4 of swords. Okay, in this deck, the 4 of swords represents you cannot prevail against greater forces. Release ideals or goals that cannot be actualized. Alternatively, listen to your inner voice and act upon its message. Don't bury good ideas. Oh, that's contradictory. So are they going to come together with Israel? Are they going to unite with Israel? Because there's also harmony. That's disturbing. Let's see. Tell me about the 4 of swords. Slingshot, tension, strain, sudden anxiety, pressure, launch, stressed, pull, set in motion, focus, begin, force, change, pulled in opposite directions, ready, aim, fire. Tell me about the 4 of swords. Very likely. At this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. Yarn, hassles, problem, big mess, interconnected, complicated, patience needed, future gains, work it out, made up story, many working components, mischief, out of control. With pioneer, boldness, destination or bust, the cutting edge, long journey, trailblaze, true grit, challenge, navigating uncharted territory, resourceful, teen, got your 6, unflappable courage. Within a few weeks. And curtain call. It's a person of fire. Everything is going to get more intense, I think, for a little while, which is why the olive branch is reversed, because there will not be a ceasefire. But I do think there will be retaliation. And it could be brutal. The fact that this is saying don't fight against something larger than yourself. One, it could be, the Palestinian people coming to that realization of we're just going to get eliminated if we don't unite. Maybe they'll unite with Israelis. but I can't imagine the life they would lead. But maybe they feel like that's better than dying. Or two, there will be a greater power that will come and assist. And it will be a power so great. It's complex, though, because the U.S. is clearly against helping Palestine. The U.S. is not the only great power out there, but whoever it is going to get messy. It's about to get really messy. I think the fact that it says ready, aim, fire, and is talking about, launching things, I'm thinking missiles might be launched. It's about to get real messy, but there's a team here. I did notice those words stood out to me. Team stood out to me. Got your six stood out. So this feels like special forces. It doesn't matter who, what country, if there is assistance coming in, there's special forces that are coming in. True grit. I feel like whoever it is that's coming in, this team, they volunteered. They were not assigned. These are people who are passionate about helping to stop this. That's why it's person of fire over here. Strong-willed, confident, catalyst, courageous. These are the people coming in to help with, at least there. I feel like multiple people are coming in. So Earth people are coming in, doing the practical thing, right? Giving food, resources, documents, but others will come in to fight for them. Oh, this is exciting, guys. I'm so thrilled. Okay, I'm going to end this collective here. If this applies to your personal life in some way, I hope you took the message, because I was really focused on Palestine. But let's see what comes out next. See you on the other side. Bye-bye.